Hi. Early retirement or never give up? That's the question. And when you think about it, if you've been an expert, a professional, working in one particular field all of your life, and you've gradually transformed into the person you are now, and then suddenly up comes retirement. Are you going to retire? This is a big question. I've been advocating early retirement. When I do this, I'm really referring to those people who really dislike their job, or they can no longer do their job for some reason. They're stressed and they need to get out. And if that's the case with you, well, certainly get out. In an earlier video, I was talking about Clint Eastwood, the famous film star. Everybody's heard of Clint. And of course, he never retired. He just transformed gradually from being a straight actor, part-time originally, then full-time, and then into becoming a producer and director and an actor. And he'll probably go on until he can no longer go on. Now, if you love your job and it's really suits you, then certainly don't retire. I wouldn't, but I didn't love my job, so I did. I did retire early. And as I've said in these videos, there's a great advantage to being retired early. But once again, to get back to Clint, if you love your job, as he does, then don't leave it. What I have found though, and I'm very grateful to the people who post on my videos, because obviously some of the things I say they pass on to their friends. I was watching a video, reading a comment only recently where I described a life-changing moment in my own life, where actually my life had been saved. It was quite a story. And one of the comments made to me was that that person had been speaking to his niece and telling her that story. Well, that's pretty moving to me. And I'm very grateful for that. I mean, when we put these videos on, at least when I do, I really hope that they do help people. And when I get that sort of feedback, that a story I've told has helped them to help someone else, that's pretty rewarding to me. Now, I've mentioned this subject of ikigai, meaning, of course, the 4 splices of the rope that come together and make a very strong and enjoyable rope at that. And those strands of the rope are, of course, being very good at what you do. If you're very good at what you do, that's one point, that's one strand. And if you really love doing it, you do it for free anyway. If you really love doing it, that's the second strand. The third one is, I think, a life changer. It can make all the difference for you having a long life. And that is knowing that that thing that you love and that you can do well can be provided as a service to others, something bigger than ourselves. That makes us feel pretty good. And the 4th strand is the reward of payment in some way. Now the way it's put is you need to be paid for it. But do you really? I get paid for these things by the feedback I get. the joy I get from doing it. So the payback can be not necessarily in money, it can be simply in feeling good about what you're doing. This will keep you healthy and happy, make your life worthwhile. So, to reiterate, if you're in a job that you really love, you've spent your whole life in it, there's no need to retire. You can step back perhaps, you might become a consultant, a teacher, a coach, something like that, and still keep on doing what you really love doing, because you've got something precious. You've developed something precious which the world needs. So the decision to retire or not depends entirely on you. As I said, Clint Eastwood never retired and probably never will. I hope you enjoyed this video.